All right, I'm gonna even give you some more feedback. Before I do that, I've been thinking a little bit about how you've been comping properties, and I don't want you to take it the wrong way, that I'm upset or I think that you're doing it wrong. This is work in progress. I'm having to figure this out right along with you, how this market is and how it's changing. Um, and I've thrown some different things at you, and I've thrown some things at you the way that we're doing it differently. And maybe I uh, haven't been clear on exactly how to do that, and that's probably because I don't really know yet how we're going about this, but we're piecing it together. So hang in there with me. Um, we're going to figure this out, and when I really kind of get this solidified, I'll put this in black and white, step by step, so there's very little gray area. But I want to give you a little bit of feedback on this King Street. So, and I think you're using under contracts over solds in this scenario. And I've really got to think about how we go about this. But you comp this one, I'm going to highlight this one. You comp this at 410. So when I pull this property up, let me go to my map. Here's kind of the area we're going to focus on. Out here is probably something we don't really want to focus on. And here's my criteria: 180 days, single family, 0 to 1,300 square foot. You got uh, you got this 1041 as your square foot. So our results, when I pull it up, we got here's our high sold. So obviously, what I like to do is click on the high solds, see how they range from our property. So here's our property here, King Street, um, and it's a little 3-1, 1,100 square foot. Um, Definitely a house that we want to put an offer on. And here's our comps. We got this 430, got this 465, we got this 424, and then we got the 603. I wouldn't go to that 603. And I know I say go to definitely look at the highest ones, but when you got one sold that is over 100,000 than any of the other solds, we kind of got to discard that. Like, I'm gonna have a tough time selling that to any investor. But we definitely want to take a look at this 489 down to 420. You're at 410, and I think you're using these under contracts right here. This 410 and 415. And in this scenario, I definitely wouldn't use that because this 410 is going to sell for a lot more. It's a brand new rehab, and just based on the solds, we know that this is going to this is probably going to sell for the 480s or something like that. Just based on what we're seeing with the solds. Because you look at the solds, we're not looking at 603, so we're looking at this one. Um, this one here sold nearby, and it's pretty nice inside, right? Newer kitchen. Um, they had it overlisted 489, so we know we're kind of in that 480 mark. Um, I wouldn't have faulted you to go in this 460. Pretty darn nice in there. Um, and these are recent solds, which this is back in February, and this 489, geez, that was back in January. So you're already starting to see. Now this one is kind of a mystery to me because no, this one's pretty nice, pretty decent. It's all right. It's not a fresh remodel. It's still sold for that 465. So we already kind of know we're in that 465 mark. We're seeing very similar houses. Um, Here's one that's, geez, not even fixed up. And that's a recent one. So we know we're at least in that 465. They listed at 425, right? So we might want to push that 480. We're already starting to see that. So the 410, we can't use it under contracts if we've got solds that are telling us that we're going to be way over that. So there's going to be a lot of people that purposely, because these are pending, um, so pretty decent inside. That one probably over list too, and it's not even that nice. So on that one, I would definitely be more like let's say 480. That puts us in this range, and so that kind of gets us a little closer. So 480, I think that would probably be the offer we want to make. I wouldn't change that for condition. It needs some work, so I'd leave that there. So, anyways, hopefully that helps. I'll continue looking at these, and we'll see if we get these offers out.